Here we go! Welcome to the Nintendo Power Zone, guys. It's your boy NyceOne. We are back with another unboxing. 2 unboxings, 2 days in a row. Guys, I love doing these unboxing videos, and I love it when we have this much to unbox. And this is going to be a little bit different because at the end of this unboxing video, I want to talk a little bit more about some more Toy Fair news that came out today. So today is February 21st of 2020, and yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and talk about what we have on the table today. Today we have the Funko Pop 4-inch Eevee. I found this at my local GameStop. This is retailing for $11.99, and guys, check them out. We finally got the 4-inch. We did get the 10-inch version of this pop back in November on Black Friday specifically. None of my GameStops actually had this listed on their website, but I walked into one in the mall very randomly here in Brandon, Florida, and they had 19 in one location, so I picked up a few, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox this one today. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box, guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten Eevee out of the box, and take a look. Here it is, 4 inches, and it looks perfect. Looks just as good as the 10-inch Eevee. Really does. I think the shading is slightly different than the 10-inch. Maybe it's just my lighting. Can't really tell at this moment, but it looks beautiful. They did such a good job on this pop. I love it. Now, quality wise, it's not as good as the 10-inch. The 4-inch versions never are, but that's just something you have to get used to as a Funko Pop collector. If you're gonna collect the 4-inch line exclusively, this doesn't bother you, but if you collect both the 4-inch and the 10-inch line, you do notice that there is a significant difference between the quality of the two styles of figures. Now, I really think the 4-inch version does a fantastic job of doing everything that the 10-inch version does. I don't see any loss of detail like I saw in things like the Charizard and the Bulbasaur. I think the Eevee is a little bit more straightforward. I do love everything about this. I love the spiky hair they gave this Eevee. It's just absolutely perfect. Funko really has captured the essence of Eevee with not just the pop line, but with the brand new An Afternoon with Eevee and Friends, which we unboxed yesterday. They just know Eevee. I have to assume that somebody at Funko is just a massive Eevee fan, and they're in charge of doing these sculpts. Alright guys, it is comparison time. So what we have here is the 4-inch Funko Pop Eevee standing next to the brand new An Afternoon with Eevee and Friends figure. And this is the first one in the line. It is the Eevee figure. As you guys should know, as we discussed in the last unboxing, that they're going to do a different Eeveelution for every other month until we get all 8 Eeveelutions. Anyway, take a look at them standing side by side. These are 2 fantastic sculpts. I love them both. And this just shows you how good of a job they actually did on the pop when you see it standing next to a more standard looking Eevee. I am a huge fan of what Funko has been able to do with this particular pop. They did just a really good job. I am very excited to have this in my collection. Alright, moving on, we went ahead and grabbed the 10-inch Funko Pop Eevee and we placed it next to the other 2 figures, and take a look. It is massive. It is definitely the Gigantamax version of that 4-inch Eevee pop. I love these. These all look so fantastic standing next to each other. The 4-inch looks really good standing next to the 10-inch. Like I said, it looks like a Gigantamax Pokemon standing right next to its base form. One more thing I want to make note of is the 4-inch pop is in fact a little bit darker. I initially thought it was a lighting thing, but having them side by side using the same lighting source, I can see it now that the 4-inch pop just is a little bit darker. Don't know why that is, but that's been the case with most of the 4-inch conversions. Anyway guys, these all look really fantastic. I am so happy to have them as part of my larger Funko Pokemon collaboration collection. Anyway guys, let's go ahead and move into score time now, okay? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is actually worth your hard-earned money. So this is retailing at $11.99. You can find it at GameStop, Amazon, basically wherever you buy your Funko Pops. This 4-inch version is considered a common Funko Pop, so you shouldn't have too much trouble getting your hands on it. But it's time to go ahead and give this bad boy a score. So let's go ahead and start with its appearance. Right off the bat, I have to say, I think they've done a fantastic job of taking this 10-inch Funko Pop and shrinking it down to the 4-inch scale. There is no loss in quality, which is really surprising because I would say that for some of the other 4-inch to 10-inch pops, as far as the Pokemon line is concerned, I have noticed that there are some details that you can miss when you have them in the smaller format. But here, they've done such a good job of sculpting this Eevee in general. I think it actually looks just as good. So as far as its appearance is concerned, it's definitely a perfect 10. But when you talk about the build quality, this suffers from the same kind of issues that the other 4-inches do, in the sense that the 4-inch line of Funko Pops, they just aren't super high quality vinyl. It is what it is. I hate to keep knocking Funko for it, because they obviously want to keep these things at a relatively affordable price, and vinyl is actually in fact very expensive. So if they're going to up the quality of these 4 inches, that means that they're going to go up in price, and I know Funko won't sell as many if they do that. So you're just going to have to take it for what it is, guys. Anyway, as far as its build quality is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8. So we gave it a 10 for its appearance, an 8 for its build quality. Its final score is a 9 out of 10. It gets our official Nintendo Power Zone seal of quality, and it deserves it. Funko has yet again done a great job in capturing the essence of Pokemon, which is really important. People love Pokemon, they love their designs, they love the way they look. So Funko knows this, and if they want to keep selling these Funko Pokemon Pops, they have to do a good enough job of conforming the Funko Pop style to the style of Pokemon, and I think they've done that time and time again. Anyway guys, we're gonna stop this part of the video and we're gonna go ahead and move into a different segment that we normally don't do in unboxings, but there's been more news, so let's go ahead and dive right into that. Alright guys, so I know we did some Toy Fair news yesterday, but man, Funko is just not stopping with the Toy Fair reveals. If you don't know, this weekend is New York Toy Fair. This is the biggest toy expo ever. New York is considered like the toy capital of the world, and every year in February they have the Toy Fair. So you'll see big companies like Mattel, Hasbro, come out there with brand new like board games or brand new action figures or movie tie-ins. I know this year Ghostbusters is going to be a big movie franchise for Hasbro, as they just captured the master toy license to that franchise. But it's also a place for like some of the smaller companies to come out, like NECA and Funko. And Funko's come out with some heavy hitting like Funko Pops. Like they've just announced new ways of My Hero Academia, the Flintstones, basically everything you love. Funko got their hands in that pie. But specifically to this channel, they've unveiled more Pokemon Pops, which have been absolutely fantastic. And today they dropped the news that they were going to be releasing 2 more 10-inch Funko Pops exclusive to Target, starting with the 10-inch Vulpix. Now we know that the 4-inch is coming. We talked about that in yesterday's video, but now we know for certain that the 10-inch is coming, and it can in fact be pre-ordered on Target.com right now. There is no release date. They said they'll probably have one soon, but as of right now there's no release date, but you can in fact go ahead and get your pre-order in now. Aside from that, they announced the 10-inch Funko Pop Mewtwo, and this one has got me really excited because Mewtwo is my actual favorite Pokemon, so to be able to have it in 10-inch form and 4-inch form, that makes me super happy. Now I'm hoping that means that the Cubone and the Mr. Mime also get a 10-inch release, but for right now I am super excited about these two new unveilings. And the weekend isn't over, it's only Friday. Yesterday was Thursday preview night, today was the official start of New York Toy Fair, so I can only imagine what other reveals Funko has for the remainder of the weekend. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it. That's gonna wrap up the Toy Fair news. I hope you guys enjoyed this like combo video. I don't normally like to do this, but I didn't feel like shooting a separate video would be necessary to talk about some of this upcoming Toy Fair news. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Before I let you go, let's hit you up with these social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at NyceOne983. You can email me at NyceOne983@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, Facebook.com/Nintendo Power Zone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Spotify and Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch the live version of the show, you got to catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Nintendo Power Zone. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to stay fresh. Deuces.